That could be a problem. Live chat. I don't know if I've ever done a YouTube live. If you're watching this later, I'm eating dinner. Just did a video, or filmed this video, cooking this, which is a 2.5 pound chuck roast. And it's delicious. If you haven't seen the video, go watch it later. Because, well, I don't know when I'll have it up. Maybe Saturday. But it was amazing. We'll see who all jumps in here. I don't even know if I can see the comments. How do you turn those on? I don't know how this works. Here it says live chat is up. Oh, look, I can put some filters on here, make myself look pretty. Look at this chuck roast, man. I'm telling you, it's pretty awesome. Doing carnivore, it can get kind of expensive. Everybody thinks you have to buy ribeyes and sirloins and Wagyu bottom round, top down stuff. I'm telling y'all, when you see this video come out, be sure to watch it. This is literally, I don't even remember how much it was. I think I bought two. Well, they were packaged in two. It was 4.4 some pounds of chuck roasts. And I want to say it was like $17. And granted, yeah. Yo, what up, James? Ain't seen you in a while, man. Appreciate you stopping in. How you been? But like, I bought this. I took one of the other ones. Oh, what's up, Dutch? How's it going, brother? I took one of the chuck roasts, cut it up into chuck steaks, vacuum sealed those, and then I took this chuck roast, reverse seared it, and I'm eating it as my omad or 1 meal a day. I hear that, brother. I just got done cooking. Chuck roast might be the most underrated cut of meat that the cooking world ever overlooks. Like when I'm buying meat for the diet and I go to the store, and that's what I'm there to do, is just buy the meat. Chuck steaks, if they have them, I usually clean them out. You can get like a half-pound chuck steak for like $5. Whereas if you buy a ribeye, you're automatically, it doesn't matter what size it is, you're automatically spending like $15 at least. And that's for select. It's my favorite. This is the second time I've reverse seared one just to eat it like a steak. And this is like 2.25 pounds. And I'm getting full, but it's literally the only thing I'm going to eat today. And like the fat content to the meat, like fat to meat ratio, and just the way, I mean, it's just awesome. Don't sleep on chuck roasts, folks. So anyway, I did my carnivore update video the other day, and I'm down 25 pounds, and I mentioned feeling bloated a lot. If any of y'all have kept up with my carnivore stuff. So since then, poor man's brisket. I've smoked it like a brisket before too. It's pretty good. And it's really good to do burnt ends with. James also, you can make some good burnt ends out of a chuck roast. But since doing that update video, I have not had a soda. So I may be crabby for a couple days, but I'm trying to keep myself busy. I'm trying to do more videos, trying to make more content. It seems like the carnivore diet has kind of reignited a flame on the YouTube channel, and we've grown a little bit. $2.98 a pound. That's not bad. I was looking at some tri-tip prices, and an uncut, like untrimmed tri-tip was around $3 a pound, which is pretty good if you're good at saving trimmings and using it for burger and stuff. So the goal is to stay off of soda and possibly go off of like dairy other than butter, like milk and cream. I don't drink a lot of milk. Actually, I don't drink any milk anymore, but cream in my coffee is a must-have. And so I've kind of been experimenting with different ways of brewing coffee. If you've watched my big long review of the AeroPress, I've been a pretty big fan of that, but I've also went back to French press, and it seems to be helping a little bit. This morning was the first morning, so I don't know. It took me a really long time to drink a cup of coffee. So that's kind of the goal coming up, maybe for the next month, is to just stay away from soda. I know that seems kind of self-explanatory, doing a carnivore diet, because it's a carnivore diet, and all the die-hard folks are like, oh, meat, water, that's it. And I get that. Cold turkey for me is pretty hard. My face is really red. It's hot outside for a change. I'll take it. I'm not complaining. Lord, I'm not complaining. You can leave it hot outside. We had some rough weather. Well, relatively speaking, for around here. If you're wondering what I'm chowing down on, it's a chuck roast. I reverse seared. Yeah, so the big thing with me, I've always done zero sugar sodas or like diet sodas. The biggest thing for me is that compromise usually always leads to not necessarily, I don't want to say failure, but it's a slippery slope. Something I've noticed in the first 3 weeks of doing the diet is like, I'll be like, well, it's not as bad as it was. I'm not eating as bad as I was. So I'd have like a bite of something sweet that my wife had, and stuff like that. So I don't know. I mean, an elimination diet, which is what they call carnivore, really is to eliminate anything that is bad for you as far as your body. But that's for people who have autoimmune issues, and I don't have those. I have too much food in my mouth issues or too much soda issues. And so I think the only way that I'm actually going to be able to cut it out and not have any temptations of others is essentially cut it out altogether. I worked yesterday and I took a 64-ounce jug bottle of water in like one of those hydro flasks, and I made myself drink it all day, and I didn't have a soda. Actually, no, I didn't. So I'm hoping that I can get through it without having like the headache, because that's the big thing. Caffeine headaches are like migraines to me. I can't stand them. A lot of people are like that. So if it's something that I just have to cut it out altogether, that's probably better for me to do it that way than to be okay the way that I'm doing with sugar-free sodas, sugar-free energy drinks are another thing that I really struggle with. Hey, I appreciate that, Kenneth. Energy drinks are something I really struggle with too. I've drank them since I was a teenager. It's kind of been my thing. I don't discriminate. I drink any of them. If you put an energy drink in front of me, I'm gonna probably drink it. What, baby? My boy's wanting in here because I've got the meats. So I think that's what we're going to do. Cut out sodas altogether. Water only with a little bit of coffee, maybe just in the morning. As a little pick-me-up. Now, some hardcore carnivore folks, they say no to coffee too because it's the bean. And that's derived from plants. Y'all, I'm not that strict. I'm not that hardcore. There's some things that I think is a little bit overkill on trying to check a box rather than enjoy life. Luckily for me, I really enjoy eating steak and beef and meat. So, to me, this is still enjoyable. To my wife, this would be miserable. She would be in misery not being able to eat vegetables and things like that. So, if you're wanting to try the carnivore diet, there's a lot of folks out there that'll tell you, you're not doing it right. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. You need to do better. I'm not one of those people that have to check the box. Like, I would rather you make an attempt to do better, or make an attempt to eat better, or make an attempt to, I don't know, get healthy, I guess, is one way to say it. You can't come up here. No, you cannot come up here. Yeah, I'm the same way, buddy. I don't know. It's like I get up, I use the bathroom, I let the dogs outside, and I make my coffee. While the dogs are outside, I get my coffee and I go outside and stand and watch them. It's like a ritual almost. So I don't think coffee is going to be something that I give up anytime soon. Now the cream, I'm going to try to give that up. I've got just a little bit left in the fridge, and because I don't like to waste things, I may splash a little bit here and there, but nowhere near as much as I had been. Some folks say that lactose can cause inflammation, and I read that as fourth 32-ounce tumbler of coffee when I first saw that, and I was like, "Sir, you are bouncing off the wall." My wife drinks decaf coffee, and I tell her that that's just pointless. But she doesn't necessarily agree. So anyway, carnivore has been literally the best thing. It's just brown water. I mean, if you're wanting to just get your water in, coffee's the best way to do it. Carnivore has literally been the best thing, though, that I've ever tried to do to lose weight. A lot of you may not know me, or you only see me from the chest up. But I was 384 pounds at 33 years old. Kissing your sister, it doesn't really count. That's maybe the funniest thing that I've ever read. And at 33, my wife and I used to joke, that's our Jesus year. Except we don't want it to be for the same reasons that it's a Jesus year. And it kind of, the more and more I thought about it, I was like, I did so well with carnivore the first time. I lost 60 pounds. I almost got back under 300 pounds. I was 27, 28 pounds away from it. I needed to go ahead and try it again. And honestly, I'm not going to say it's easy. I'm not going to tell anybody that's been trying to get on a diet or wanting to do carnivore or anything like that. I'm not going to tell you that it's easy, because the first week and a half, you're going to struggle. Like, there's going to be times where you're like, this is stupid. This is dumb. Like, why would anybody want to do this? But once you break through that first week to 2 weeks, Carnivore, like your brain just, I don't know, it seems like things just kind of go bloop, and you're like, whoa, what the heck? And it really makes you think about the things that are in our food. Now, I love food. Most of y'all that are on here know that I love food. I watch and cook and eat a lot. And food is fun. Food is a pastime. Food is a hobby. Food is a relaxing mechanism for me. Food is literally what most of my life has been based around. But the Big Macs, the Whoppers, the pizzas, all of that stuff is what's made me the man that I am today. And that's the part that I want to change. So carnivore has been able to help me do that better than any other. I tried keto. Hey, what's up, buddy? Wait, is that Tyler? Look at him with the carnivore name. What's up, buddy? How's it going? I'm digging it. I'm hoping you're doing the carnivore diet now. That makes me happy. Um, I recognized the profile picture. I didn't recognize the name. That's awesome, man. I'm super glad. Maybe we should do like a collab video or something. Are you still doing YouTube videos? I haven't seen one in a while. But anyway, carnivore has helped me not only to lose weight, but also to focus. When I go to the store, I focus only on what I'm getting, not what I want, but what I'm getting. Like I go to Sam's, I literally spend $200 every 2 to 3 weeks at Sam's. I go in, I go straight to the meat section, unless wifey asks me to go somewhere else and get something else. I go straight to the meat section. I make my lap. Well, first I go to the frozen section because I get my beef patties from the frozen section. They're 100% sirloin, Angus or something kind of beef patties, and they're the best frozen patties I've ever had. And then I go to the meat section, and it's literally just I make a lap up the row, grab what I need. And this past week it was 4 chuck roasts, 1 pork butt. What else did I get? I got some lamb chops, but I already ate those. I don't remember what else I got. I don't think I got any ground beef this week. Oh, I got some beef in a can. Oh, I didn't see that. What did that message say? How do I pull the messages back up? Oh, there it is. No videos, too busy, been working. I've been on it for about 2 weeks. Down 12 pounds so far. So that's very similar. My first 2 weeks, it was about 16 to 18 pounds, I think. And then that third week, I really lost like almost 10 pounds in that third week. And that's a lot of water weight too, the first couple weeks. So, if you're late, you're here for the last bite. And I'm stuffed, but this will hold me over till tomorrow. This was like a 2¼ pound chuck roast. I reverse seared it, smoked it on the pit boss, seared it up over the top of the vortex. What is that thing called? What's the little vortex insert called? The vortex. Oh, what's it called? I know one of y'all know. Is it just the vortex? Is that all they call it? The vortex? Anyway. See if you can find TNT Cloud Burgers. In my opinion, better than what you can get at Sam's or Costco. TNT Cloud Burgers. Okay? I'll look into it. I'm hoping come August, my cousin and I have been talking about just buying a beef and biting the bullet. You know, the whole buy once, cry once kind of thing. We've got a butcher pretty close to us, or a meat plant pretty close to us, and they will sell half, whole, quarter beefs. I don't know if it's one of the fancy ones that you can go in and like do your cut sheet and all that stuff and like pick what you want. But as much beef and stuff as I've been eating, getting one in April, yeah. I think it's going to be the most economic way to do it. And ordering it now kind of holds me accountable for August, because I don't want to order it. Like, I don't want to be able to just go and get it, and then all of a sudden I'm not doing carnivore anymore. So like, if I order it now and I've committed to doing it. Hey, be good, brother. Thanks for stopping in. I really do appreciate it, man. You're awesome. But if I order it now, I'll feel bad if I don't get it. So it kind of holds me accountable to make sure that I live up to the expectation, I guess. But yeah, so we're done. All those yummy, all that blood everyone says. It's blood. Ew, it's bloody. That's hemoglobin. It's not blood. It's not blood. Blood. You want to come up here and say hi? All right, I'll let you come up here and say hi. Come on. Come here. Oh, gosh. No, come over here. You got to come over here. Come over here. Are you camera shy? What the heck? So this is Honey. We call her Honey Boo Boo. And she was a stray. If y'all don't know, we have a lot of dogs. We rescue, we do foster, all that cool stuff. But she was a stray. And we're trying to find her a home that's not my house. So, she's a sweet girl, though. She's your baby. So anyway, that's our omad for the day. I don't know if you want me to say your name. I already said it once. We'll say T. T. If you're still in here, are you doing omad or are you doing? It's good iron. What's good iron? What I miss? What I miss? What I say? I don't remember. But anyway, T, are you still doing? Are you doing omad on carnivore, or are you still eating like a couple meals a day? Are you eating? Like, tell me about your journey. How's it going? Is your wife doing it with you? You might have had to dip out. I don't know. I'm also still curious about the iron. Like, oh, hemoglobin or blood? Blood. Oh, I bet you're talking about blood. Because it is. It is good in iron. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Okay. I'm picking up what you're laying down now. Whew, it's been a long day. Y'all, can we talk about how expensive oil changes are? Same time tomorrow. You can say, I am not at the moment. Weekdays, I fast from 6 to lunch, then eat lunch and dinner. Weekend, I'll do lunch, then dinner. So, is partaking to an extent. Yeah, so my wife, funny thing is, Northern Ireland. Listen, I will put this dog on a plane tonight. I'm just kidding. She's sweet. We do love her, but man, she is vocal. She likes to howl and let you know that she's here and she loves attention. So yeah, when I first started carnivore the first time, Tyler, my wife decided she was going to go vegetarian. See what I did? I invited her up once. She got a little bit of screen time, and now that's all she wants. But when I first did carnivore, my wife decided that she was going to go vegetarian. And that was a kick in the face. No. My wife and I, we understand that we are two different people. So if she wants to do vegetarian, she can go for it. But she tried to do low carb and no carb with me, and it was hard. Look at this baby. But my wife has a very stressful job. And so the brain fog the first couple of days really got to her. And she still watches her carb intake and stuff like that, but I'm not pushing her to do carnivore or anything like that. Also, I did man, this is a little excessive. I did the fasting, the 16-8 when I first started back on the second go around. We were actually doing it, before I did carnivore, we were doing the fasts to where we would eat from like 11:30 to 7-ish, like 11 to 7. This is why somebody needs to come get this dog. We would do it from like 11 to 7 would be our eat schedule, and then we would fast from 7 to, but we would still only eat lunch and early dinner. So it wasn't like we were eating the whole 8 hours. It was literally like 2 meals a day. I've been looking into the BBBE, beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I think I could do it. I don't know if I want to do it because here's my reasoning. If it was ruminant animals, so like animals with multiple stomach chambers, I think I could probably do it because that would include like lamb and even some like elk, I think, and some other stuff that I like. But I like a lot of different food. This would be very hard for me if it was, you can only eat ground beef and drink water. I would have a very hard time with that. But because I can do stuff like the chuck roast and ribs and chicken, even though a lot of carnivore people are like, no, don't eat chicken, that's bad. But I enjoy chicken, so I still eat it sometimes. But I'll eat it with bacon and other fatty stuff. But I don't know. We'll see how it goes for like the first month, maybe 2 months. And if I stall out really hard, maybe I'll try the BBB challenge and see how it goes. But meat cranium in the house. My goodness, there's all kind of. I'm getting visited by all kinds of ghosts today. What's been going on, brother? You're like, there's a beard on the channel, and I need to go watch it. But I love meat as well. It's literally my favorite pastime right now. But so yeah, the meat is good. Good as meat. True story. I'm really enjoying OMAD though, Tyler. To get back to that, like I'm stuffed right now. Like I'm literally like I feel like I just got done at like a Golden Corral, but I really enjoyed it. But I'm not bloated. Like I'm not like loosen my belt buckle, need to go sit down and sleep for an hour. Like I'm probably getting ready to go work outside in the yard. Because I don't know, like all the carbs and the what's that chemical in turkey that actually makes you sleepy? Like it's scientifically proven, and it's in some other stuff too. Like they put it in some other stuff. Oh, why is my brain not working? I can't remember what it's called. But anyway, I don't have that. Beef and steak and all that stuff doesn't have that effect on me. So I may try it. I don't know. You got me curious and thinking and wondering now if I should. But I really like pork rinds too. Tryptophan. Is that how you say it? Tryptophan? I knew it started with a T. I couldn't remember what it was called. But wow, we've already been on here 30 minutes. So yeah, OMAD's been fun. The reason being is that I eat yeah, me too. I eat what I want, like as far as meat goes, and then I don't like it satiates me. My satiety level is very high on this diet. Whereas if I was to go get a Big Mac 2.5 hours from now, I'm gonna want another Big Mac. And then 2 hours from that, I'm gonna want a Whopper. And then by 7 o'clock, I'm gonna want a pizza. But like I can eat this 2.25 pounds of meat, and I will literally probably be fine until I don't even know what time it is. It's 4:30. I actually ate a little early today, but that was because I was doing the video. But like I will literally be full and probably not even think about food until 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock tomorrow. So essentially, it's like doing a 24-hour fast every day, and so far, it's helped me. Like I said, I really got to get off the sodas. I think that would help my bloating. I snack on boiled eggs throughout the day. Yeah, another thing that I do, and a lot of people that do carnivore are going to disagree with this, but pickles are my best friend, mostly for the electrolytes. Like the juice, pickle juice is filled with electrolytes, sodium, salt, all that good stuff. And hardcore carnivore people are going to be like, oh, no. But pickles really get me through it. Like if I'm having a really bad craving, like if I want so I love Fast Breaks, the candy bar, like what is it, Reese's Fast Breaks. If I'm really craving a candy bar, I usually have 2 or 3 jars of pickles in the fridge, and I'll go grab a spear and I'll gnaw that thing down, and I'm usually good after that. I can say, thankfully, I have not had a candy bar in over 3 weeks. I know it sounds so crazy because it's like, so you don't like pickles? What the heck, buddy? You don't like pickles? I'm kind of disappointed. I feel like our friendship has been based on lies. But I just I forgot what I was going to say now. It's funny. Oh, I hate to talk like the thing about a food addiction, and that's what my cause of obesity really was. I grew up where food was a comfort, not comfort food, but well, comfort food. I'm a Southerner. Um, was a comfort, and so it became an addiction to where even when I wasn't hungry, I was eating, and I'd rather. Oh, y'all funny, but I hate talking about food in an addictive perspective because there are people out there that have so much worse addictions. And some of y'all don't know, I recently graduated with a degree in mental health, and even though I'm not using it, like it really did open my eyes to the struggles that some people have with addiction. But at the same time, I can look at the DSM uh, manual and be like, yes, all of these criteria that you would diagnose someone with an addiction or an addictive personality can translate into food addiction. So I don't know. It's one of those things where like you hate to compare yourself to other people because other people have it worse off than you, but at the same time, like if you don't address it, you can't overcome it. So that's kind of what carnivore has helped me do. It's helped me realize that overeating is a real thing, and overeating a lot of times is caused by food addiction, and food addiction is more than just I'm never full. It's literally like a mental thing. Packed individual pickles with juice you drink and eat from the pack. So I have looked at a lot. The only thing about it is that a lot of that stuff has sugar in it. The juice, like the ones at the gas station. I don't know if you were talking about one specifically or if you package them yourself. That may be different. But a lot of pickle juice has sugar in it, and I'm trying to watch out for those. So I try to get the no sugar. Let me grab this. Oh. So yeah, so sodium it it's a touchy subject amongst the carnivore diet community, because we've grown up our entire lives being told that sodium is bad, but then on the other hand, we're told that we need sodium to survive, and we're told that sodium is bad for your heart and your blood pressure and all of that cool stuff. But then you have these legit doctors who prescribe to the carnivore diet who are going around and telling people that you need to eat all the sodium, all the salt, like real salt, not like fake salt, that you can, in order to get all of the chemicals you need in your body to survive. So I don't salt a lot of my food overly, especially the meats and stuff. I do salt everything, but I don't there's some people that put salt, ma'am. There's some people that put salt like it's a rub, and I haven't jumped fully on that bandwagon yet. Yes, 100% right there. Cancer cells do thrive on sugar, so and I've even seen. But see, here's the thing: carnivore folks, they're big bad against vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. But I read a study once, and if I can find it, I'll try to post it on some social media. But about how the seed of an apricot, however you say it, has been known to contain trace amounts of like cyanide, but then in some study that showed that attacked cancer cells. Now, don't quote me on this. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not any of that. I just remember like 7 years ago reading some article about this. So it's like, I don't know, you're always going to have a counter argument to whatever argument you're trying to make. And that's the part that I have a hard time with a very, very strict carnivore diet, because people have survived and lived off of plant foods, not plant-based foods. Like, don't give me an estrogen-injected fake meat patty. But people have survived off of those things for years. Years and years. Long time. Long, long time. And so now to see that, hey, be good, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in. It's good to see you, man. And I appreciate the encouragement. But like, to just say without a shadow of a doubt that we know for a fact X, Y, or Z is the proper diet, it's just tough for me. I watched a documentary last night on the Morgan Spurlock guy. If y'all remember him, Super Size Me. I watched the one on chicken and how the FDA regulates the different ratings on chicken, whether it's, natural, organic, and essentially, spoiler alert, all that stuff is just a bunch of bull hockey. Hey, be good, Tyler. Thanks for stopping in, man. I appreciate it. Hey, if you got any questions or need anything with the diet, man, just hit me up. You got me on the books of face. So it really kind of opens your eyes. And then Dr. Ken Berry, if you've watched any of his stuff, he kind of talks about the Gross rating, which I never knew was a thing, and how we never knew it was a thing. It was when erythritol, they recently came out and was like, erythritol is terrible for you. And pardon my snotty nose. And so he kind of looked over the study, and they were saying that like artificial sweeteners and things like that were increasing your risk of stroke and stuff like that. And so he read through it and was kind of talking about a Gross rating, which I'd never heard, GRAS. And that stands for generally recognized as safe. And the only reason that erythritol can be recognized as safe is because it is found naturally in some foods. So he was mentioning like things like watermelon has trace amounts of erythritol. And he listed some other things. Go check out the video, Dr. Ken Berry, MD. And it kind of opens your eyes to like just how the FDA and the government essentially regulates all of this food stuff. It's like we really don't know what we're putting into our body. We really don't know unless you grow it, unless you kill it, and unless you harvest it or whatever. Like, you really don't know. The chicken thing blew my mind. Like, legit blew my mind. Had no idea there was so much of a gray area when it comes to the what you call it, I don't even know what you call it, organic or pasture raised or free range. Like, essentially all that stuff is some bull hockey. Like it's nothing crazy. But anyway, back to the pickles. So these are what I usually get. Now, the pickles that are in here are not the ones that originally came in this container, because sometimes I like to get a little bit creative. And I will take pickles from other jars, put them in with these, and make them have a different flavor profile. This one, it says no sugar added. However, it is sweetened with Splenda. 170 milligrams of sodium. Why do your eyes look so blue on the camera sometimes? Look at that. Look at those big, pretty eyes. No carbs, no protein, no fat. Ingredients: cucumbers, water, vinegar, salt, calcium chloride, sodium benzenate, sucralose, so there's your sweetener. And here's one that a lot of carnivore people really don't like: xanthan gum. I don't know what that is, to be honest. I want to say it's like a, I don't know, keep it crispy kind of thing, but I don't know if that's true or not. Talk to me. What is it? Yeah, you've already told everybody that you're a pretty girl. Listen, you're not even my actual dog. Read an article last night. They found drinking lots of diet sodas actually are beneficial. I need to read it again. I don't know how to. Okay, I need to read it again. Though not sure I believe what I read, but definitely read it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it could be. To be honest, again, I'm not a medical. Like I'm not a doctor. Don't claim to be. I just use common sense and think in my own brain. I don't understand with all the stuff that came out, ma'am. With all the stuff that came out years ago about aspartame and being linked to Alzheimer's and things like that. I don't know. That would be a tough one to sell after. I mean, you're literally going back on everything that you originally said as it not being good for you. So, and finding out that how many of these big corporations kind of lobby with the FDA and make them make the ratings and the grade scales and stuff. It's crazy. Like it's, I don't know. It's really crazy to think of how much stuff is okayed for consumption just because of money. Ma'am, ma'am, can you please go live somewhere else? Do you want to go to Ireland? You can move to Ireland. She's got the hair for it, I think. Aren't there a bunch of redheads there? I don't know. Is that Scotland? I don't know. I'm not a geography major either. So anyway, guys, we've been going for 41 minutes. That's a lot. I'm going to hop off of here. I appreciate you eating dinner with me. Well, technically, we ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it's the only thing I'm eating today. I'm going to go take care of all this herd of dogs. Most people have herds of cows or sheep or lambs. I have herds of dogs. Honey, can you stop? She's a flirt. She likes my boy dogs. They're all fixed. It's fine. So, yeah. So I appreciate everybody stopping in. We had a good little group of folks. I saw numbers get up into the teens. I appreciate that. To have not done a live in a very long time. I appreciate everyone for the support. All of you guys that are supporting me through this carnivore diet and the ones that have been here from the beginning when we were doing gun reviews and I mean, what all else did I do? Cooking and four-wheeling and now drag racing and carnivoring and barbecuing and whatever else. That's the adventure side of the channel. That's why I changed the name from barbecue to adventure, because I just never know from one week to the next what we're going to be doing. So I appreciate all the support. If you tune into this later and you've not subscribed and you want to, go ahead. I appreciate it. We're trying to hit 10,000 subscribers in the next couple months. I think we can do it. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. I appreciate everyone who likes, comments, subscribes, does all that cool stuff on the channel. It's really the only reason that I do it. I'm not one of those people that I do YouTube so that, I can go back and look at. No, I do YouTube for people, for interaction. It gives me that good serotonin kick when people hit like. So, yeah. I'm rambling now, but we're gonna go and take care of some dogs, and we'll holler at y'all later. Go check out the latest video if you haven't seen it. I completely failed trying to make some mozzarella sticks, and that was not fun. They were delicious, the parts that I got to eat, but I still have to clean my cast iron skillet. So, yeah. And then this video, cooking this chuck roast, will be up probably this weekend. So, thanks, guys. I appreciate you for watching. As always, stick with me. We'll see what we can do. Thanks, guys. God bless. How do I stop? I don't know how to stop this. X, maybe? Are you sure you want to stop? Yep.